Hey people. I promised I was gonna go live at 12. It's a little bit later than that. Don't worry, we here. I'm just gonna make sure all the different areas are live and everything is happening for everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. What this live is gonna be about is how to optimize your Instagram page for growth. And what that means is simply how are you making sure that you are growing your brand and people are recognizing you, right? People are able to recognize your page on Instagram because a lot of times people are like, oh, like, how do they not know I'm a content creator? How do they not reach out to me? Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, is your page even positioned for that? So I realized that that was one mistake that I had made in the early days where I didn't set up my page for people to actually, one, know that I'm a content creator, and two, be able to easily reach me. All right, this one is live. All right, we live on Facebook. YouTube is looking good. Hey, people on Instagram. So again, this live, and I set it into my content creator club. So if you want to be in the content creator club, go to my page, follow me, and then send a go to my page, and you're gonna see content creator club at the link in my bio, right below the links. So let me actually share with the content creator club that I've gone live. But then I'm gonna get into it because everybody, people are trying to get this information, and I'm going to be doing more lives and sharing and talking about how I've been growing my pages. Oh, see, when you trying to go from one, I'm trying to share the live. What did it say? I need this. Yes. So tune in, and the live is going to be available for replay on what are all those platforms called? So it's going to be available for replay on Instagram. No, I'm lying. That's a big lie. It's not gonna be available on Instagram. It's gonna be available on my YouTube, as well as it's gonna live on Facebook. So if you are on my Facebook or on YouTube, you're gonna be able to rewatch this live at a later time. So I'm just letting my content folks know we live. We live. We are live. All right. Oh, okay, cool. So I could join my live on, like, by myself on okay, whatever, I figured it out. Nonetheless, hey people, hey people, hey people, my name is Georgie-Ann, and I'm an entrepreneur, content creator, mom, all the things. I'm a busy woman and I get stuff done. And in this live, what I'm going to be talking about is optimizing, how to optimize your Instagram for growth. And what that means is, how can you put yourself in the best position without brands knowing who you are, right? Like if you're just starting out, if they don't know who you are, how can you, based on your first impression, as soon as somebody clicks to your page, they can then convert to working with you, partnering with you, hiring you, watching your content, following you, all that good stuff, right? So the first thing that you want to do, and I'm actually going to just show it to y'all. I'm going to share my screen and just walk y'all through it, because I had a lot of trial and error on this. And as I've been telling folks in my past videos, 99% of anything that you do is going to be practice, right? You're not going to get good at it the first day. The first couple months are going to suck. You're not going to be getting the views, the engagement, the likes that you want, right? But if you stay consistent and if you optimize, right? So optimize meaning you do something, you document what you've done, then you analyze it in a couple of months, in a couple of weeks, and say, hey, is this thing working? If it is working, double down on that thing. If it is not working, pivot and tweak it a little bit. Okay, some of them worked. Let's say you do a test and 95% of the time it worked. What happened to that next 25%? That's what you have to ask yourself, right? And so you could do small tweaks to it to see if you could gain more than 75%. And if it gets up to 80, 90, okay, we're in a good slot. If it doesn't work, and if it goes from 75 and it goes to 50, then it goes to 25, and now it's getting worse, you remove it, right? So let me share my screen and show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, this tab. Okay, so this is my Instagram page, right? And on my Instagram, the thing that I want to focus on, and let me see if I could zoom in. All right, hopefully it shows y'all this zoomed in version. Did it zoom in for y'all? Not really. I'm going to change the view a little bit. Yep, that got us a little bit better of a zoom. All right. So in my bio, right? The first thing that you see, I heard this as somebody's advice. I don't know if it's still on my Instagram, but they were saying like you should unlink your threads, because I think threads usually is like right up here, and it's like, oh, follow this person on threads. So just, this is real estate right here. All of this information, when a person's seeing your page, it's real estate. They want to, they're going to look at how many posts you have, how many followers. So if I'm a brand and I'm looking at your page, immediately my eyes goes to how many followers does this person have. Followers, as we know, is currency when we think of content. Followers is immediately currency. All right, how many followers does this person have? That's part one. After that, now my next thing is like, okay, who is this person, right? So they're analyzing a page. Who is this person? What do they do? How do they do it, right? So who is this person? Georgie-Ann Gettin, all right, identifies as she, her. She's a digital creator. Okay, cool. How do I get in touch with said person, right? That's the next thing a person might be thinking, right? You have your email address at the top. If you don't already have a creator email, create one. That's a little tongue twister. If you don't have a creator email, create an email, right? I have my own domain name, which is my name, because guess what? I'm the only one. Anyway, I have a creator email, collab@georgieanngettin.com. Super easy. It's literally my URL, my website name, my social media handle. It's easy to remember. Oh, what are you trying to do? Collaborate with her. What are you trying to do? Partner with her. Okay, collab@georgieanngettin.com. And you don't have to go out and purchase a domain to have yours be like this. It could just be, let's say your name is ashcash25, right? Collab ashcash25@gmail.com. That is your email. I have other things that I do. Why I have a whole website, I have a whole domain name. So it made sense to leverage my domain name in order to create my customized email. But if that's not the bucket that you're in yet, do not worry about it. Many, many people use Gmail for a very long time and never even change it. Totally fine. But have a clear, direct email. If your email is sunshine4267@aol.com, do not use that. Do not use that for a variety of reasons. One, it's too long. If that's not even your profile name, if that's not the email that you go by now, it may be easier for you to check, but it's not about you. It's about the brands. The brands want to make it easy for them. You want to make it easy for the brands to reach out to you, partners to reach out to you. This ain't about you, boo. Get you a customized inbox specifically for content creation. This is a business. If you're trying to take this seriously, you have to move like it's serious, right? So, and the thing is, I don't want to get too technical, but I'm gonna just say, if you understand it, great. If you don't worry. I'll make another video about it in the future. This email address is an alias. So I have a main business email that I use, and then this email, when somebody sends a message to it, it goes to the same inbox. So I didn't have to purchase another G Suite account. It's all in the same thing. If you have no idea what that means, do not worry about it. The point that you want to take away from what I'm saying here is to get a customized email that people and brands can reach, businesses and brands can reach out to you if they want to collaborate with you. That's the point. That's the story. That's what you need to get from this. Next, what does she do? Lifestyle and business educator. So when they scroll down on my page, they're expecting to see lifestyle and or business content. The cool thing about the lifestyle, it's like more vast, right? Because I knew that I wasn't gonna create only health and wellness, only, mommy stuff. So I said lifestyle, and it's specific to my lifestyle, the factors that are associated with me and how I live my life and how I get stuff done in my day-to-day life. That's the type of content you will find on my page, and I'll be educating people about that. Then business content, I will be educating. So education is the core of my content, and I specialize in lifestyle and business content. Great. Now, what else does she do? Oh, she could do UGC content, right? And I realized I've been saying this UGC without explaining what it is. Let me back up for a second. Let me know in the chat. Do you know what UGC stands for? I'm going to give y'all a minute to let me know. What does UGC stand for? Put it in the comments, and then I will define it, because I realized I kept on saying it, but I wasn't defining it. I'm the problem. I'm part of the problem, right? You have to be able to break down terms. All right, so somebody said no, they don't know. Just guess. If you were to guess, all right, so somebody on Facebook. All right, Mark, yes, user-generated content. So I'm, going on Facebook and Instagram. So on UGC stands for user-generated content. And what that means is that the individual user, so I would be said user in this case, is going to generate the content for the brand, right? So a potential user of the product or service creates the content for the brand. Usually in marketing and in brands, right? The brand hires a person to do a commercial, right? They hire an actor, right? So the actor may or may not ever have used that product or service. It's just my job to say, oh, I love this coffee. It's amazing. Da 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 da. Boom. I get paid. I go about my business. I may never even try that coffee. But in user generated content, the concept is I'm an individual and I actually do enjoy coffee. And now I'm trying this coffee and I'm going to give my authentic feedback and generate content for that brand. So it's a person that now, whoever their audience is, trust and is paying attention to whatever that person is doing and wants that person's opinion, right? So it's as if, your mom uses something and they're like, oh, you got to use this, right? The user generated content gives more of that authentic feel instead of like a commercial like, hey, do you want to use this coffee? Oh my God. And then I go about my business, right? So user generated content is shown and proven to reach audiences that are like whomever the user is that is generating the content. So if they're trying to target more Black women, then me making the content aligns with that. And so it's like, oh, okay, that's Georgie. I know her. I get her. It's not fully, it's not fancy, not too crazy, but it's, an individual generating content. So that's user generated content, right? So I'm saying I like to do that type of content. And I'm where I'm based because this one is important. So if you expect to be getting, and I see some questions coming in, we're definitely going to answer those questions a little bit later. So definitely keep putting the content questions into the chat. But now I'm saying where I'm based, New York City, right? To then let people know if you have an event in New York City, if you have a launch in New York City, if you have a product, right? That is my physical location, so that way I can have access to these opportunities. Or if you want me to come somewhere, right? You were trying to fly me out to Cali, you're gonna know, okay, if I want her in Cali for a project, I need to then fly her out. I need to have hotel. So they're going to consider that within their budget. And if their budget cannot align with that, maybe they don't reach out to somebody that's based in New York City, even though it might be a good fit. They have to make considerations for travel, considerations for how I'm going to get here, right? So having your location, you don't have to be super specific. I live at 2562 North Lane, da-da-da-da-da. No, New York City, general vicinity. New York City, your state, your city, whatever, town, that's good. And then I threw in some additional identifying factors that would differentiate me. I'm a mom and I'm Jamaican. So the Jamaican flag and mom, that helps now brands to know, okay, maybe we could send her products that her children review. Maybe she could do family campaigns. Maybe she could give reviews on products of being a mother. So that way they have an idea of the type of things I can do for them and how we can work together. So that's why I'm optimizing it. Before speaking to me, right? A brand, a business comes to my page. Before speaking to me, they know how large my audience is, right? They know my name, how to contact me, the type of content that I make, right? Where I'm located, and some additional factors like I'm a mom, I'm Jamaican, and they could see, my gender, my race, all that good stuff. So before they even say, hey, hello, how you doing? The majority of the questions that is important to that brand, they've already answered by looking at this real estate that's on my page. So that's a starting point to optimizing your Instagram page. And when I first started doing I think I actually have a document with iterations. So let me go see if I can find that doc. It didn't start here, but from trial and error, right? As well as analyzing and watching other people's content. What's his name? Brock Johnson, I think his name is. He talks a lot about this on his page, and it's all really about growing your Instagram and things like that, right? You have to listen to the gems of other people. Monty Lenz, Brock Johnson. There's Rachel Peterson. There's a few of content creators, and I'm missing a way more that their content is about strictly content, specifically on Instagram. So pay attention to what they're saying, experiment with what they're saying. Some stuff they hit on the head, some stuff doesn't work for me. And it's a constant process of iteration and updating. And then once you see the results. So previously, when I first kind of optimized my bio, I had put my email at the bottom, right? So where it says I like asking questions, my email was all the way at the bottom. And while my email was still in the bio, I realized that this was doing me a disservice and I should move it to the top. Almost immediately after moving it to the top, I got more outreaches from brands, right? Because their thing is, how can I contact you? Let's get to it. Because before, I think the way, I clicked that button by accident. The way my Instagram was like the length of it, you had to click like, I think it was like more or like a 3 dot kind of situation in order to get more information. And so my email ended up being hidden. So they, they may, if they didn't click that 3 dots, they never actually went to my email and was able to contact me. I'm giving them more work to do. So I didn't want to give them more work to do. Again, it's not about you. You have to make it easier for the person. And I'm actually going to show y'all this, right? I found the document that I was experimenting with. All right. All right, here it go. Oh, I hit stop sharing it by accident. The tech girl just is losing. Okay, let me get back to it. I was trying to switch screens. All right. And I'm being fully transparent with y'all. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share the information. So here is where I started. And I definitely use AI. I did use a little bit of ChatGPT to assist with this, because why not use the tools at our disposal, right? And so this was like my main headline bio. Then I started diving into headlines and bios that I had used before, the things I wanted to focus on. So January, a series there, right? So this is a 6-page document. So it's like IG bio, February 2024. This was what my Instagram bio looked like in February 2024. You can't know how to contact me. You don't have no outreach things. What does this even mean to people? What does this mean? Helping you navigate complexities of entrepreneurship, motherhood, discovery with ease. What does that mean? That doesn't immediately click, right? And when I evolved it to lifestyle and business education, boom, clicks. I tried, this was it before. Execution expert, mom, entrepreneur, helping you elevate your professional and personal life. Let's grow. Entrepreneurship, hashtags, right? So then I did some prompts in ChatGPT, got some suggestions there, and I'm just like, oh, this is too long. So it was a process of iteration that I went through in order to come up with this. And like I said, I had put the email at the bottom at one point, and I just felt like, but they need to know this and that and blah, 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 blah. No, this is not about you. I had to remind myself that multiple times. This is not about you. This is about the brands that you want to reach out to you. So what makes it easier for them to get in touch with you, not for you to, hype up yourself. Am I the one reading my bio every day? No, it's them. So I'm going to pause here for some questions. Oh, snap. And if anybody wants me to go onto their Instagram profile and just give some feedback, I want to do that in the live. So go ahead and put it into the chat if you want me to go and give you some feedback on your Instagrams and some steps that you can take to optimize. I'll do 3 people. So between all the platforms that are watching, if you want that, go ahead and put your Instagram name in the chat. I'm going to comments. I'm going to do some questions first and then go to that. Question from the Gossip Girl. How do you increase your followers if you're starting from scratch? Consistency. Consistency is how you increase your followers. And that sounds so cliche. I too did not want to hear the consistency trap. But let me reverse, right? Consistency sounds like, okay, what does that even mean? Do I have to post 5 times a day? Because then when you say consistency to someone, they then ask you, does that mean I have to post 5 times a day or 10 times a day or use this or use that? But I'm here to tell you consistency looks different for everyone, right? Consistency looks different for everyone. So before you get to consistency, I want you to move back a little bit more around getting clarity. What do you want to post? Right. And the other live stream I did the other day, it's on YouTube. So let me actually pull up the YouTube thing. And I think I put it into the captions too. But it's like, what do you want to post? Who is it for? Why do you want to create content? Right. You have to get super clear on what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're going to do it. And then from there, how much time do I have on my hand? Because you can't say I'm going to post 6 times a day if you have a full-time job that doesn't allow you the flexibility to be on social media every single day, posting or even scheduling your content to go out, right? Make it feasible for you. Do you have the ability to create 6 pieces of content? Well, 6 times 5, let's say 5 days a week. You're already at 30. Can you create 30 pieces of content a week? Do you have the capacity? And we might say, yeah, I could do that. That's nothing hard to do. No. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is one of the biggest mistakes that people make, saying, oh, I could do that. No worries about that. Sit down just one time. Sit down. Try to push to make 30 pieces of content. Time yourself and see how long it takes. Because what we do as humans, and definitely as Americans, as as people in social media era, we underestimate the amount of time something takes to get done. Highly, highly underestimate. We either think we're going to be able to get it done faster because we're good at said thing, or we think it's going to take us longer to do because we're nervous about doing that thing. And until you sit down and calculate how long the thing actually took you to do from start to finish, oh, you have to go research, you have to go look, you have to go copy, you have to go, make the content, stand up, go to the store, try an outfit, change your clothes, wash your hands, all the things you have to do to make it happen, you don't know how long it's going to take you. I'm guaranteeing you are underestimating how or overestimating how long the thing is going to take you. Facts. It is factual. And one of the things that has made me so productive in being able to get so many things done, my friends always joke, I have like more 24 hours than anybody else, is because I calculate to the T. I can tell you exactly how much time it takes my kids to get ready in the morning. Why? Because I timed it multiple times. And every time we ended up in the range of about 18 to 25 minutes. So if we have less than 18 minutes, we're late. Point blank, period. We're late. And I don't even like leave room to say, oh, maybe we'll do it this. No. I make a concession. Okay, we have less than 18 minutes. I'm calling a cab, right? We have to make up for time somewhere else. So if we have to make up for time, that means I have to spend money. Clock that right there. If you have to make up for time, that means you probably have to spend money or you have to spend more energy because you only got the three things: time, money, energy. That's all you got. That's all any of us got. Some of us got more of others than if you're younger or, you're youthful, your metabolism is high, you got energy, you probably have more energy than others. You don't got no, you don't got no money. You may have some time. As you get older, that energy starts to go down, but you probably got some money on you. Probably don't got no time. You end up into the the later years of your life, energy's gone, you got more time, you got more money. Something is always at the level E, right? Something is always a problem. So I say that to say, time it out. It might seem a little weird. Everybody got a phone, everybody got the timer app. Don't accidentally click the calculator like I do most of the days. I don't know why I do that to myself. I always end up in the calculator instead of in the clock, but to each their own. So time it. Actually calculate how long this thing is going to take you. And don't only do it one time. Do it multiple times and time it. And then average out that time. So that way you can make better, more informed decisions around how you can be consistent. All right. And then by doing that, then you'll identify, ooh, when I did this, and also write down the steps. That's the next thing. So put a time to it and then write down the steps. That way you know exactly the formula and how long it takes. And then you could start finding shortcuts. Then you could start, let me find apps and AI and all these other things to help me automate and move faster. But if you don't know the natural process, if you don't know it without the enhancements, you will fail. You will fall flat on your face. I could tell you so many tools that I used to use a couple years ago to help me produce content. And this was before I became a full, focused on content creation. And a lot of those tools don't exist no more. But guess what? I had documented my process. So with or without those tools, I was able to now identify what needed to be done. And when those tools went away, I found new tools because I knew what I needed to do. And when those tools, if I couldn't afford the tools, guess what? I had my process. Go back to that. And when I say tools, I mean, for example, automation things. Like I used to use a platform called Hootsuite a couple years ago in order to schedule social media posts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I think a little bit of YouTube, right? And it started out the pricing maybe like $29 a month, but then it went up to like $50. And I was like, oh, budget tight, gotta cut that. How do I then maintain posting and scheduling? What is my cadence? But I had it all documented. So I was able to put in a different way. So I had a VA, and funnily enough, the VA was more efficient and cost less or about the same as Hootsuite, the original price of Hootsuite at least. So I'm like, okay, let's do that. Then things changed. How I wanted to produce content. I tested out different platforms, but I had the original OG recipe of how to do this, how long it takes if I did it with no help, no support, and if I just had to do it by myself, right? And that allows you to scale up and scale down, but don't lose consistency. If you have the formula, if you have how you do it, when you do it, what you're doing, you're gonna be able to keep consistent in times that in times that are more difficult to do so. So find that cadence. Ask yourself those questions. What do you want to post? Who's it for? Why you're posting it? and then start experimenting and building out what consistency looks like for you. Some people on YouTube, for example, their consistency looks like 1 to 2 videos a week. But the editing process behind that, the content creation process and content collection process behind that could look like 5 to 12 hours a week. But you only see 2 videos that are like 30 minutes each at most, right? So identify what that looks like and time it out for yourself. And based on the type of content that you're creating, there's this book that I love, Austin Kleon, Still Like an Artist. Find someone that is making similar content to you and identify what their posting cadence is. Oh, so-and-so is making XYZ content. They're posting 3 times a day around these times. Copy it. Who gonna fight you? Like, funnily enough, they may not even know who you are, may never know who you are. That's okay. Copy it. And then you'll say, oh, is this working for me? When I post at their morning time, I get views. When I post at their nighttime, I get views. But the third time that they usually post, when I do that one, it don't really work out for me. So you guys remove it or experiment with the time a little earlier, a time a little later. Maybe you need to be posting 4 times a day versus their 3. Find the formula. It's out there. It is not going to be easy. It takes research, but it's there. It is there in front of you. All right, let's go to see if we have any other questions before I start doing some profile reviews. I don't see any other questions right now. So go ahead. Oh, I see some. All right, so I see 1, 2, 3. Okay, I see a couple of profile reviews. All right, I'll do the one that's on Facebook because only one person submitted on Facebook, and then I'll do the ones on Instagram. So first up, we have Scholar Prep. Let me go to that Instagram. All right. Okay, it's loading up. Okay, so I want to point out what I had said earlier around where it says more instead of you see all the information. So that's the first, that was the immediate thing that popped out to me, this more button, because it's a 50-50% chance if a person is going to hit more or not, right? And so immediately I get on there, okay, they have a good following, right? Their high school readiness and success program, Afrocentric college and life access platform, changing the academic journey while leveraging tech expert advisors and what. So I may or may not click more. So that's the first thing I want to highlight here. Do I click more or do I not? Then I see a link to a Facebook group. So I'm assuming that's where they want me to go, like sign up for the Facebook group. And I see that there's actually 2 links: join our community, SPN high school success checklist. So let me actually hit the more. And online activity, why can't I read? And active online community. So you see how my bio had more words than this, but because it was like broken down into like what is it, like line by line, that made that erase the option for more. So just, you know, break it down line by line will give you more, what is this called, height, more height versus the width. Because right now you see how it's like width, and then it makes it so that way this last part the person has to click more. What's not immediately clear for me here is that who are you trying to target with this? Is it for high schoolers that find the page and then interact with it? And I could scroll down a little bit more. So I see a lot of scholarship alerts. Or are you targeting parents that will then enroll their kids? So who, you know, your end user is always going to be kids. The end user is going to be kids. But is your target audience, right? Is your customer, the person that you're trying to outreach to, those kids themselves or their parents? And what is the most immediate action step that you want the parents to take? So while having 2 links here has some potential, right? But I'm not clear on what do you want me to do. Is it just to be following it as a student, following as a parent? So, you know, you're getting some views here. How is it only 20 plays but 137 likes? That math ain't math. Instagram is playing. Yeah, this don't make sense. All right, maybe let me see, because sometimes if the videos are a little bit older. No, these videos are new. Okay, this is all. And Instagram been changing how they read stuff and algorithm, all that stuff. Because how is it 137 people liked it, but it's only 20 plays? All right, we'll get back to that. But what I want to say, let's get back to the top page, right? Top part of it, right? Who is it for? So what do you want me to do, right? If it's for students, you could say something of like an action like an advisory action, like students join our online community and then the the little fingers pointing down, right? So an action step. Or parents, enroll your kids today. Action step. Click the link below to enroll your kids today. Um, some more information. I don't think you may be looking for quote unquote like brand partnerships like I am and when I'm creating content, but this is still what is the action that you want them to take? Because for me, my email being in my bio lets brands know and people know I want to collaborate, I want to create content, that's what I want to do. So message me, interact with me for that purpose. I'm not sure what you want me to do here. So I would say adding some type of action item so that way folks know what next steps to take. Follow for daily scholarship updates, right? What do you want me to do? Is my biggest feedback for this page here. What do you want me to do? And that would be super helpful. But yeah, I see there's consistency, posts are going out, you have some cover items, but get clear on who is the person that you're trying to reach on this page. Don't overwork, find out balancing academics. So it seems like based on the videos that I'm seeing here, that it's for students, right? You're trying to talk to the students. And so I would say put an action item up here that is talking to the students. Because while this sentence even like resonates more almost with parents, an Afrocentric college and life access platform changing the academic journey while leveraging tech. And so use language students would use, right? I'm trying to think something on the fly, right? Get ahead of your college experience, knowing how to navigate it. Hey, students, join our community online today for high school students up on grades 9 through college senior, right? Something of that nature. So it's like you're talking to the students when they come on, and then they'll be impulsed to follow it. And if a parent comes across the page, they'll be impulsed to share it with their student. So I hope that was helpful. And I'm gonna go to the next page. There was a few in the chat here on Instagram. So let me scroll. I'm gonna go in order. I don't know if everybody's still on it. All right, I see the first one is I am Jenny. Hold on. I'm slow. I could copy and paste it from the I have Instagram open on my computer. So let me copy and paste it. All right, we're going to the next page. All right. So again, here we have the more, because there's a sweet spot. Maybe my amount, and maybe I could do I should analyze, right? How many lines is the sweet spot? So you see before when it was too wide, you got the more button, and when it was too long, you got also the more button again. Because here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines, 7 lines of information. Can you condense that a little bit? So it says NYC to ATL post-op. Oh, post-op spa speaker. Okay. This I'm not 100%. So again, I don't know your page. Immediately after seeing it, I have no idea what you do. So I'm seeing, it seems like you were based in New York and then you moved to ATL. So you have a post-op spa. So I'm assuming if somebody goes through an operation, potentially like, cosmetic surgery, you have a spa to help them. Or you were post-op and you're talking about that, and you also own a spa. So you see how many concepts I'm going through? I have no idea immediately. Then owner of beauty culture. So I'll open that page in a second. Bonus mom, ADHD advocate, inspirational speaker, spa Hall of Fame inductee. But like what spa? Is it like regular? Like, so, all right, I'm just gonna dive in. When I hear the word spa, I think of a person that owns an actual spa that you get a massage. But there's multiple types of spa. Is it a spa that you go get your massage? Is it a hair spa? Is it a nail spa? Is it like I said, post-op for surgery spa, right? What does this mean to me? Like who are you targeting, and what does this mean to the person you're targeting? Other people may come across your page, but what does it mean to the person that you're trying to connect with and reach to? Then it says multiple spa award owners. So you have multiple different spas, and you mentored 1,000 plus people. So now let me scroll down a little bit. I'm seeing 4 symptoms of girls with ADHD. Let this sink in. It looks like this is like an event of some kind. I guess so you're doing speaking, or maybe it's a baby shower. All right, so this is a little bit older. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go to this other page here. Post-op contour. Okay, so this page here gives me a little bit more. So the page that you just sent didn't really give me much. This page gives me a little bit more. Post-op contour, liquid BBL, V-steam, beauty and cosmetics. We transform the body you have to the body you want. First Black international post-op body contour, 5 times award, 20 plus years. Okay, so this gives me more clarity. And when I scroll down, so the page that you sent me here, is this like your old page, your personal page? Are you trying to get more speaking opportunities through this page? Because that then you cleaned up the other page, this page cleaned up, like more direct, lets me know what you want me to do, what my goal is here on the page. But the other page that you sent in isn't as clear. So I will just leave that there. So your personal page, tighten it up similar to how you tightened up your business page. And just get super clear of like who you're trying to reach. Are you trying to do more content creation? Are you trying to get brands to partner with you? But again, tighten this up, right? Who's it for? Why are you doing it? And what are you trying to offer them, right? You can even put something direct, email hello at I am Gina Joe. I'm hoping that's the name, Gina Joe. .com to book me to speak around, open to traveling, right? Something of that nature, but tighten this up a little bit. Definitely tighten this up. You could put ADHD advocate and bonus mom on the same line. So maybe ending up with like 4 to 5 lines. So that way the more button doesn't pop up. And if you have some type of website or link, adding that in there, but definitely making this a little bit more clear. So I know who you are, why I should care about that, and what you could do for me. That's what brands are looking for when they come to your page. So I'm going to go to the next page. Next page. Thank you so much, Gossip Girl. She said this is good. The comments in. I go back and forth. Okay, so I see I am Gina Joe. It's a personal page. I want more speaking opportunities. Okay, so yeah. So I didn't see the chat originally, but I'm happy that I kind of teased that out, and I'm glad we're on the same page there. So the next person is Sade. So I know Sade. Hey, girl. So a similar thing, right? It looks like you are a traveler. So I see you in 3, immediately when I come down here, I see, different locations. This looks like Dubai or like some part of Africa where you get the beautiful dresses in the sand and the sun. And I see up here, it looks like shows, restaurants, Chicago. I'm terrible at flags. I have no idea where this is. Maybe it's Italy, Rome. I don't know. Sorry if it's the wrong one. Dubai, Mexico, Turkey, Italy, England, Prague. So it looks like you'll make content, you're going to travel, but as soon as I come up here, I don't know what this means. Shirley Kanye. I'm not 100% sure. And the earth is my turf, where I roam is my home. And so if you are trying to do more content creation and get partnerships with brands, right, you could throw an email in there for sure. And just maybe say, UGC content creator, traveler, or, world traveler, and location, I do location reviews, right? Like, invite me to your country, something like that. Your email, the earth is my turf, where I roam is my home, travel content creator, invite me to your country, let's talk, right? Something of that nature that welcomes in the type of person that you're trying to target. But definitely adding some more information to here would be good. But as your page content goes, like I could see that immediately off looking at the pictures. I could see you're in different places and spaces and towns and locations. You're outside, right? So it's clear to me that you're a traveler. And what do you want to do with that traveling is what's unclear to me. Like, how does that benefit me? And so I want to say that again, right? When you're putting this stuff out, really think about whoever you're targeting, whether that's brands, businesses, individuals, moms, dads, cats, dogs, whomever. You have to format your page for them. How does this benefit me? That's their immediate thought. So let's go to the next page. Well, I think that's everything. I don't see any more. I'm happy to do one more. So if you just joined the live, you could go ahead and comment. Send me Duffy service. If you want, I'll do one more. If you have a page that you want me to give feedback on, and then we'll start wrapping up this live. I'm really going to do more of these. So if you're just joining, the live stream from start to finish will be available on YouTube as well as Facebook. So it's on Facebook now. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guess what it is? It's my name. Everything is my name. You could find me all over the internet because everything is my name. um, where am I going? All right, let me go back to my page here. So everything is my name. You're just joining. Welcome. So this live, so the person that just said I'm just joining this live stream, I've been talking about content creation and how to optimize your page for growth. So if you have a page, I'm happy to give like a quick feedback review. But just to summarize, before I do that, before I do the last one, just to summarize, I shared how I formatted this. So it looks like mine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines, right? So it looks like 4 lines is the sweet spot for the page to not have the button that says more. And that's been, helpful for folks. So that way, everything that you want to have is front and center to the brands, the businesses, whoever that you're trying to reach. It's front and center for them to see. So I have my email there, what I do, what type of content I can make, where I'm located, and some additional factors about me, and just like a little quirky thing. I like asking questions. That's what a lot of my content is about. And just making it clear what I do, who it's for, how you can reach me, and what action I want you to take. So my action for them, I want you to email me. I want you to email me, reach out, right? Primarily business and brands. People that are working with me, people that want to follow me or get some of my ebooks or content or digital products, you go to links. That's what I want them to do. And then everybody else, go watch the videos, like something, right? Engage. That's what I want you to do. So just really optimizing your page for growth starts up here. All right, so the Gossip Girl, I'll do you. You've been with us for the whole entire live, so definitely I'm glad you put yours in there. Let's see. Gospel. I've been saying gossip this whole time. Gospel Girl. Hey, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. The Gospel Girl. All right, so we have Charmaine. All righty, so immediately, so remember I told you earlier around right before when Threads first came out, having the Threads icon up here was helpful. So if you're trying to get people to follow you on Threads, keep it if that's where you're trying to target them. But if you're not, don't worry about it. Victory is mine, and I see a YouTube channel. I see Jesus, right? So it ties in. The Gospel Girl, that's your name. Jesus, that makes complete sense. So I'm assuming this YouTube channel, my immediate thought is that you're singing. I don't know why. Maybe because it's like gospel. So I'm assuming, you're doing some type of singing or you're just preaching the gospel. So I'm now on your YouTube. Open the doors to the scripture vault and allow the transformative power of scripture to touch your life. Okay. So I'd like to see a little bit more wording here. Let's see how recent, okay, so a year. So you haven't been as active on this page. That's okay. Let's go back to Instagram. That's where we want to focus. Victory is mine. And I come down. What are you posting? So I want to see that. It looks like you're posting scriptures, some stuff that people could follow along with, a little bit of family stuff. So the little boy that first made me a mother. Okay. So what I would want to see up here is same thing I've been saying to everybody else. What are you trying to do? And how does that benefit me? Are you, okay, I mean, I'm like, this is my thinking face. You could say something of the nature of helping, if your target audience, I'm just gonna again blab. This may or may not be right. Helping women to connect with the scripture through short content, right? Short form content. That could be your thing, right? That could be your specialty. And then you would put that up here, follow me to get daily scriptures that are meant for thriving women or for mothers or something of that nature, right? What do you want me to do? You want me to follow you? Do you want me to email you? Or, creating content with faith-based brands, right? That could be your thing. So that when faith-based brands are following you or see your content, they're like, oh, we want to partner with her. We have a new Bible design. We have a new women's journal that we want to share. We have, products and services that are faith-based. Let's message Charmaine for that way she could work with us and do more of that type of UGC, like if that's your goal. So I'm just, again, blurring stuff out. I don't know I can't tell your goal from here, right? And it could be even simpler than that. Spreading the gospel through social media to help others better connect with better connect with Jesus. It could just be that. follow me for more, right? So identify what you want other people to take out of whatever you're posting and just splatter it right here. Just say it out loud, right? So that way, when they're seeing your material, it could be reinforced. Like, yeah, she said I was gonna, connect better with Jesus through these scriptures, and everything always hits. Everything she posted always hits, right? Get the people going. Identify the destination for them, so that way they know when you're posting the content, if it's getting to their destination, then they feel like they're winning, right? That's the emotion you want to invoke in a person. Because if you don't give them a direction, then they're going to be all over the place and not making a decision amongst you, right? My thing, like I said, I like asking questions. One thing people could depend on me for is there's going to be a question here. If nothing else, there's going to be some questions. If nothing else, you're going to see lifestyle and business stuff and questions. If nothing else that I do. So I redirect them to what they're supposed to get out of this page, what they're supposed to get out of following me and engaging with me, right? So to start wrapping up, this video will be available on YouTube. If you want the direct link to my YouTube page, I think if you comment YouTube, I have an automation. Let me go see if it's working. See, when you do too many things, I have an automation that if you comment, I think if you comment YouTube, just give me a second and then I'll make sure it's working. But I'm like 90% sure if you comment YouTube, it'll send you my YouTube page link. But if not, it is literally my name, Georgie-Ann Getting on YouTube. But let me just go check because I be forgetting. See, I do all these things and I forget my own stuff. The next, you're very welcome, the gospel girl, Charmaine. See, I remember your name. Okay, yeah. All right, boom, boom, boom. I did plug it up. So if you comment YouTube, the word YouTube in the chat, specifically on Instagram, everybody else, sorry. If you commented on Facebook, I'll just like put my YouTube link in the Facebook page. But if you comment the word YouTube on the Instagram live stream chat, it'll send you an automatic DM that will bring you to my YouTube channel. So that way you could subscribe and then watch the replay, because I'm not gonna upload. It's already uploaded to YouTube. So this is live streaming on YouTube, so it's gonna live on YouTube. I'm not gonna put it on I'm not gonna put it on Instagram because I want y'all to subscribe to my YouTube page. Olubori, put it as one word, YouTube together. I see you put it as to it's not going, the automation is very specific, you know what I mean? And maybe I could update it to allow for because people are going to comment YouTube. Yeah. If you put YouTube together, it'll DM you the link. Or if you put YT, right? The letter Y and the letter T, it is also going to DM you. Again, that's on Instagram. So Facebook folks, I just put the YouTube link in the chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're already in the right place. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. You're where you need to be. I'm going to be doing more of these lives, but until then, make sure if you want to be a part of the community where I share posts on a daily basis, you can go ahead and there's a content creator club on my Instagram page. On the computer, you cannot see it, so that's why you don't see it here. But if you go on mobile onto my Instagram, it's my Instagram channel, and it's just like as soon as you get to my Instagram page, so Georgie-Ann Getting, it's going to be like right here, like under the links, it's going to say like content creator club and has like a little star because I love this little sparkle emoji. Love it, love it, love it. So if you go there, you could join the content creator club, and I share more gems in there. I share more information in there, as well as the past lives that I've done is on my YouTube. See, I forget everything. It's on my YouTube page. So other content, other videos. And I'm going to be doing more of this stuff, right? I like being here with y'all, talking, sharing information. Thank you so much, everyone that has joined and folks that are watching the future. Hey, y'all. But I really want to share and help others grow, because there's enough space for all of us in this, in this content world, all of us in this entrepreneurial world. And if I could share one or two things that help somebody else, then I've done my job, right? Then I've done my job. Do I follow back? It depends. If somebody has something of value, I will follow back, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't follow back if it doesn't align with me. And that's not unfair. Like, I like to have stuff in my purview that is specific. So while it may seem like, oh, she got 19,000 and she only followed 991, those 991 pages I actually interact with, and I want to see what they post. I don't like my space clouded with things that I don't engage with just to give a follow. And I hope you do the same, right? If you're following me, I hope I'm offering you value to make it worth it following me. And if you offer something of value that makes it worth me following you back, absolutely, I'm going to follow back. But I'm just not following back willy-nilly because I want to curate my space. And I hope you want to curate your space too, to consume content that makes sense for you. That's how I feel about it. All right, so I'm wrapping up. This is it. Appreciate y'all. Again, the YouTube page, and I'm going to share it as we close. So this is my YouTube. I'm almost at that 800. There's not new videos every week, but we're working on it. We're almost there. I've been focusing a lot on Instagram, and the views is growing up. But you see, here's this video. Here's another one that talks about how I went from 0 to 4,000 as making money as a content creator, how to get started, content tips. So the replays are all on YouTube, so definitely check them out. I make some hair content and other stuff on YouTube. But this is it for now. Appreciate y'all for joining. See y'all in the next live. For folks watching in the future, make sure you like the video, follow and subscribe to all the channels. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put your questions into the replay in the comments, and I will try to address those in future video. And the last thing, make sure you join my content creator club that's on my Instagram page, and I will be sharing more there. Appreciate y'all. This was fun. Video is now available on YouTube because it was live streaming. I hope this y'all found value. You learned a little thing or two today. And until next time, bye everybody. I need an outro because it's just gonna cut off.